Start the recording and timer. All right. Well, welcome back to Tea Talks with me, your host, Teaonalamb. I have a new guest here. Which way is my camera facing? That way. I have Martin here, a new guest on the podcast, someone completely brand new. So introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Martin. Um, yeah, I'm back on the podcast, first time. Kind of excited, see where it goes. Yeah.
So today's topic is more so like an interview based. I've done only a few of these, but more so on like the gaming streaming kind of area, asking how they started streaming, etc. So it's gonna be a very similar vibe, but a completely different career. So you are a Michelin star cook? Question mark? How would you say that
Yes.
you like identify yourself?
Yeah, I think that's pretty spot on. I'm a Michelin star cook. Not a chef yet, but I cook for a
Mm,
living for the most part. Make pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
okay. Okay, so then I have a question. What is the difference between a cook and a chef?
Um, ooh. So the difference between a cook and a chef, in my opinion, I would say a chef is like a leader. Like they're kind of like your boss
Hmm.
in a sense, versus a cook is just like we're the ones that work there in a sense. Like if you compare it to like a sports team, a chef is like the coach, and then all the cooks are
Mm.
like the players. I would like to say,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah,
Hmm. Good analogy. I fuck with that. Okay. That makes me understand a
yeah.
little bit better. So, would you say that you want to be a chef?
Um, I would say I used to want to be a chef.
What changed?
Now I'm not too sure anymore. Currently, as of right now, I'm kind of going through it with my career a little bit.
Mm.
Thinking about making a switch or something. But yeah, but when I first started off, yeah, being a chef was like the main goal. But now it's just like I realized that you have to give up a lot to become a chef. Yeah, and I'm not too
Yes.
sure if I'm ready for that.
So, what? Just get a commitment or something? I mean,
Well,
it is like a long full time kind of career, kind of like it's a big boy
yeah,
decision.
yeah, it's a. I feel like compared to like a lot of other careers,
Hmm.
there's a lot more sacrifice you have to make for
Mm.
this field,
Why?
in my opinion. Is this like I would say hours are pretty trash.
That's true.
Uh,
It's not
you
like a
give
nine
up
to five.
yeah, it's more like a 12 to 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes it goes longer than 12 hours. It just depends on days.
Hmm.
But usually like I like to say like when people eat out and like have fun with their family and friends, that's when I work.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when people work, I'm usually not doing anything. Like I have my
Mm.
days off when people are working, and then my days off are when people are working. So
I literally feel that. My days off are Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and it's like the worst thing in the fucking world because it's like, oh, my friends want to go out Friday night, Saturday night, Saturday night. I'm like, I have to be home by 10. I sound like I'm a fucking child. Like I have a bedtime.
yeah,
Like I do because I work at 6 a.m. on Sundays. Like I need to get enough fucking sleep, and it's so bullshit. So it's like I stretch my time to like 11 o'clock, and I'm exhausted the next day, and I'm like, am I just like
yeah,
that old? Am I just that like much of a child? Like it's so annoying. I used to work swing shift as well. I would get home at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. So
mhm,
friends would ask to like go out to dinner, but the only times I'd be available would be weekends. So like that was nice, but like my like regular weekdays were just gone. Like it was just work, 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 work. I couldn't do anything. Um
yeah.
so
I
I feel
feel that a
that.
lot. Yeah, it do be rough.
Yeah, okay. But what got you into cooking? Like, is this some like did you like grow up cooking in the household all the time, or is it something that you were like, I'm gonna fuck with this and then tried it and then you fell in love with it?
So funny story with that. So I started off, I guess when I was young, like when I was like very little, I always
Mm,
had like an interest for cooking.
okay.
Like when you're like I don't know, when I was like in elementary school, like kids would be watching like cartoons and shit. I'm out here like watching like cooking shows. and
Okay.
I'm like, "Oh, this shit's so cool and stuff." But I never really cooked at home because my
Mm,
parents didn't really trust me. They thought I was, like, gonna
understandable.
burn the house down and everything.
Understand.
Yeah, so, I didn't really start cooking until, like, I guess, like, later on in high school. Like,
Okay.
I started to, like, be like, "Nah, mom, like, let me cook. I got this shit." Like for Christmas, I got, like, a grill for Christmas instead of, like, a
Interesting.
gaming system or something. Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
I really want this grill, mom." Like, "Dad, get this for me. I trust. I'll do all my homework and everything." That was, like, me. And then, I got I applied for culinary school during
Mhm.
high school. I got in because they
Mm.
accept everyone, but I didn't
Okay.
go. I didn't end up going because it was expensive, and I was like, I don't think I wanna cook."
Ooh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, and then, so I went to a four-year college, um, went there for, like, 2 to 3 years, I guess, and then that was around when COVID hit, and
Mm.
when COVID hit, I was like, "Alright, I don't know if I wanna do this." Like, 4 years of college to do something I don't want, I don't know how I feel about that, so, I started doing research, I ended up going to community for a semester to do cooking, just to try it
Oh.
out.
Mhm.
Everything was online, so I didn't really do
That's
much.
that's hard to do a cooking class online.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know.
just a
That's
lot of, like, homework.
mm,
Like, I didn't really get to do anything technical, but, um, being there, I had a chef. I would go to his office hours, and
mm.
the crazy thing was, like, out of all like, he had, like, 4 or 5 classes, and he shared 1 office hour since it was COVID, and I
That
went
makes
to
sense.
every single office hour,
Damn.
and, like, no one else went out of all his classes, and it got to a point where I was just talking to him about life, and
Okay.
man was like, "Alright, man, I'll be real with you. Drop out of community college. Like, just go to culinary school. It's not worth it here." He's like, "You have
Okay.
passion for this, just send it." So I was like, "Alright, bet.
And you
I
sent
trust
it.
you." I sent it. So,
Nice. Okay.
yeah, so I saved up money, made a big move. I went to, the Culinary Institute of America in Napa. Um,
Oh.
yeah,
Okay. Pop off.
so I went there for, like it's a 2-year, 5-semester program,
Okay.
and I went there knowing nothing. Like, I was like, "Oh
Understandable.
my god, I'm fucking nervous." Like, I'm pretty sure all these people could cook. I show up, and, like, the first week of school, all these kids were like they were like, "Oh, I could cook." Like, they're all flexing out here like they're top shit.
Mm-mm.
And I'm like I'm out here, I'm like, "Dude, I just came out of college." Like, I dropped out of college, dropped out of community, and I'm nervous as fuck. I'm like, "Oh shit, these kids are cooking better than me." Find out it was, like, all talk. Like, all these kids be
Ooh.
fronting. Yeah,
Ooh, okay. That's the
I'll
best
say,
part
like
though.
hmm?
That's the best part though.
Yeah, kind of. It was a bit rough at the beginning because these kids would, like well, they were, like, my age too, but they'll, like, talk shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, it was, like, kinda competitive, I guess, but
I
they'll
mean,
be like
understandably.
yeah, but, so I kinda had to, like, hold myself together in a sense and be like, "Alright, I got this.
Mm.
I'm here for a reason, like, I'm not here to, like, dick around. I need to be on top of my shit." And
Yeah.
then, going into it, like, school year started and everything, and then you start to realize that, like, all these kids are talk, and, like, you just
Mhm.
gotta be able to work through it. And then, that happened. Eventually, halfway through the program, we get sent off to externship, meaning, it's part of the program to graduate, you had to go work at a restaurant.
Mm, okay, makes sense. Okay.
And so I did that. I met one of my tightest friends now. He hooked me up at a Michelin restaurant, which is the one I'm working at
Oh,
now. Yeah,
okay, okay.
which I'm really fortunate for because, like, in my mind, like, Michelin was like, I can never touch that. That was my
Mm,
perspective on it. But yeah, my goal was to go Hawaii, like, get free housing and just work there. But
okay.
then I was like, Michelin, like, fuck all that. I'm gonna go Michelin.
Uh-huh.
Because that's, like, I guess, ideal. That's, like, up there, like, the highest level. in my
Also,
opinion.
really resume worthy.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so I did that, and then I ended up I ended up convincing that friend who hooked me up with the job because we both went to the same spot. I
Mhm.
convinced him to drop out with me
Okay.
because so yeah, we ended up dropping out because culinary school is tight. It gets your foot through the door,
Yeah.
but it kind of doesn't mean anything. Like,
Oh,
yeah, like, and then like I've been in the industry for like about 2 to 3 years since then,
okay.
and like I talked to my chefs about it, and they're all like, honestly, Martin, like if you had a degree and you didn't have a degree, I'll still pay you the same. So it kind of doesn't matter.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Interesting. So
yeah.
then, would you say that you okay? So like, would you say that the very very rocky path that you took to like where you got now? Do you think that if you were to have gone to culinary school like right out of high school, that it would have changed that, or do you think that you were relatively content with how you got here?
I would say I'm pretty content with how I got here because if I was to go straight from high school, I feel like I wouldn't have appreciated or like valued my experience as much, and kind of like
Mm.
I wouldn't have taken the opportunities that took to get to where I am now.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
I fuck with that. So like, then this is the only restaurant you worked at.
Technically, yeah.
What do you mean by
Yeah.
technically?
Like I worked for like I wouldn't say restaurants, but I worked at like boba shops and like other
Okay.
part-time jobs before, like at a bakery and stuff.
Mhm.
But at a restaurant, yeah, this is my first, I
Okay.
would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, do you have like friends that work in like a non-Michelin star restaurant? And
Um,
like, how would you compare your workload and like the vibe of the work to like theirs?
I would say I have like a few. Most of my friends are working at Michelin restaurants, but a few of them that aren't. I would say, from my understanding, workload is similar, but it's just having the standard. Like, I
Mm,
feel like that's like the biggest difference between Michelin and non is like having that standard, like noticing little things and attention to detail plays like a big role.
okay. I don't know if I've ever dined at restaurants, so I fucking wouldn't know. Like I go to fancy restaurants, so it's just like like I don't fucking know. I literally just work here. Like, um, that's interesting. Okay. So like, okay, you said that like you were thinking about becoming a chef. Now you're kind of second guessing that, but like, do you feel like you want to work as a cook for the rest of your life? Like, do you feel like what you're doing right now is something that you can see yourself doing multiple years later? Maybe like married with kids, blah blah blah. Like, yes, takes up a lot of your time, but like, let's say you start walking down that path, you have a family, have a house, all these things. Do you feel like you still want to be cooking for a Michelin star restaurant or switching over to something else?
Ooh, so yeah, that's kind of something I've been kind of thinking about as of recently,
Mm,
because I would love to cook for the rest of my life. It's like my passion. I enjoy it. Like
hmm.
I fucking do research on how to cook better and shit. But
Damn. Okay. Okay.
it's just the fact that like one of the biggest factors is money, I would say. Money
Mm.
is not it in this industry.
Even though
Like,
you're working for a Michelin star restaurant?
yeah, it's kind of crazy, but like I basically work harder for like the same or not for the same or less money than working in another restaurant in a sense.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how much money you making?
Ooh. Okay. Right now, I'll be real. I get because I got a couple of raises and stuff.
Okay.
Um, I make about 24 an hour,
And that's
and
before tips, right?
that's before tip and overtime because we do get a lot of overtime.
Damn. Okay, wait. Okay, what city?
I work in Mountain View.
You work in Mountain View and you're making 24? That's it? Wait, that's
Yeah.
bull. Wait, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
not to like stomp on your dreams or nothing. But like I work,
Nah, go
uh,
for it.
I work technically also in Mountain View. Okay, and
Yeah.
I sit on my ass for 8 hours a day in front of a computer doing operator phone work for $28 an hour
That's crazy.
without overtime.
Oh shit.
And I
Yeah.
get free healthcare, free vision care, free everything, bro. Because I work for a healthcare company, so like that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
but
get no
damn,
medical.
you get oh
Yeah.
my,
No benefits at all.
you get no benefits working at a Michelin star restaurant, getting $24 in a fucking Mountain View area when that's in the peninsula. That's fucking dog, bro. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I feel so
Yeah.
bad. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. Like
That's a
when
lot more
people
than a bit
hear that I
rough, but
cook,
okay.
yeah, it's really bad. I'll be real. That's part of the reason why I'm like I kind of want to dip out a little bit.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Huh.
yeah, the pay is pretty trash, and it's
But if pay was not a problem, this is something that you can envision doing for the rest of your life.
100%. Like
Okay.
I don't mind all the bullshit I go through if I got paid the amount.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay. So, as I told you before, like my best friend used to work in a Michelin star restaurant, like
yeah,
Alexander Steakhouse. I don't know where the fuck that is, and they lost their star or whatever the fuck, right? And he worked there when they still had a star,
yeah.
and he worked there. I don't know, work intern some fucking shit, but he didn't like work, but he did
Hmm.
like work. I don't fucking. I forgot how he fucking explained it. He explained this to me like a year ago.
Yeah.
Um, but he was in high school.
Hmm.
I don't remember how he got the job, but he did work there for quite a while. I'd say like about a year. And him being like a in training motherfucker or some, they put him on weekends. And then he was talking about how like if you work on weekends, then like they fuck with you. Cause like weekends are the most popular and most busiest days. And if they trust your ass, then that's why they put you on weekends instead of like boring ass fucking early lunch hours or some shit.
Hmm.
But um he said that like after like doing that for like a year, like he also like has a passion for like he kill me if you knew I called him a foodie. But like he's not a like he's a foodie, but like he's not a foodie.
Yeah,
Not like, you know, the stereotypical motherfuckers, you know, like fucking Yelp elite bullshit.
yeah, yeah,
So annoying. But like he loves food, he loves cooking, like he has a passion for that. But not, I'd say, to the passion where he's researching, like cooking food, but like he does
yeah,
just like love food and cooking for people, yada yada yada, right? And
yeah,
he realized that working at Alexander's, he started to kind of like find a distaste for cooking. Um
yeah,
because like you're literally on your feet for hours a day and like it becomes like kind of draining the atmosphere, things like that. He said that he started like not really like loving the vibe, basically. Like he felt like he just wasn't happy anymore like cooking, even though like that was something that he loved doing. So that's what he ended up, even though they offered him like a full-time job there as a high schooler that was in training for about a year. Like they were going to offer him this whole ass full-time job where he can fulfill this like dream that he had. He rejected it and decided to not do that, and now he's working in IT, which is a completely fucking different path in life. But
yeah.
um he doesn't regret making that choice because now like he's can still like enjoy cooking for people and cooking and eating food and like, so do you think that you've kind of felt something similar and or and like you
Um,
maybe just like pushed through it, or like did you just like that ain't even you, like not even close?
I would say 100%. Like, I'll be real, I don't cook at all outside of work.
Interesting.
Like, because I feel like there's no time for it. Like, whenever I'm outside of work, like for the weekends, I feel like on my weekends I get less sleep than I do on my weekdays because I'm just cramming everything that I didn't get to do during the week into these 2 days.
Mm.
And cooking is like it's fun. Like I still enjoy it when I cook for people and stuff, but
Hmm.
for the most part, it's like I don't have time to cook or I don't want to cook because I do it every day and doing it at work is just so much easier in a sense. Like you have all the equipment and everything.
That's true.
versus
Everything's
cooking
already like
at home.
relatively prepared. Oh, like, everything you're gonna fucking spend 4 or 5 hours doing all this shit. Yeah, bro. That's why I hate cooking. Not gonna lie.
It's all right. But yeah, it's just very difficult cooking outside of work, and I do feel like outside of work, like I kind of lose the interest of cooking because I'm just like, shit, like Tuesday I gotta go to work and like work 12 hours and cook for 12 hours. So it's
hmm
like, why do I want to do that on my day off?
Makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
like why work at home and you're already working at work? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's gonna become a problem?
Um, for
And
me,
like as in a problem of like that seeping into like your work life, like with you already kind of like wanting to maybe kind of transition away, do you think that like that might make it fester more?
I would say yeah. To fill you and the audience in a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
next week is actually my last week at the restaurant I'm working at.
Damn. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm actually
Will be former Michelin cook.
yeah. So yeah, I'm taking a little break. I'm moving
Okay.
I'm moving back home from SoCal, by the way. Um
Ah, boo.
nah, fuck the Bay.
Boo.
But yeah, I'm planning on moving back home for a bit just to figure things out. Maybe I'll keep cooking. I'm kind of like trying to take a break to decide on that
Okay.
because I feel like yeah, I did give up like I'll say like 2 3 years of my life to cooking,
I
and
wouldn't
I
say
feel
give
like
up is the right word. I
not
would
give
say
up, but
dedicate. Dedicate is a
yeah,
much better word. Give up?
uh,
You're already in a negative headspace, my guy. What's going on here?
just a little bit. I'll be real. I'm a little burnt out. Um, it do be stressful, so gotta take a slight break. But to answer your question, yeah, I am slowly trying to lean towards a different route,
Damn.
slightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, a different route, what would you say are, like, a few that you're currently thinking about?
Um, currently, I'm thinking about well, the easiest one is probably cooking again, like just finding another Michelin restaurant in SoCal.
Damn.
Um, that I I prefer working in Michelin because that's all I know. But
Yes.
yeah, so there's that. Another option is finishing my culinary degree
Mm.
at like a community college or something. Cause fuck
Okay.
culinary school. Culinary school is such a ripoff. Like I paid so much money
To
and it's
drop
just gone.
out, yeah.
Yeah. Cause at the end of
Imagine
the day,
dropping out of 3 schools to go back to school. That's fucking crazy, bro.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking about going back for a culinary program or just
Okay.
going back to like a 4 year and
Mm.
restarting completely.
Okay.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind an office job, I'll be real. It's kinda chill.
Hey, bro. I did just tell you. I'm getting paid fucking 28.36 right now to sit on my ass and be talking to annoying ass fucking people for 8 hours a day. It's draining. Yes, don't get me wrong. Having literally like hundreds of people. I take about on average before it was around like 250 calls, but our workload has increased, but our pay is not. So now I get around like 320 calls a day.
Oh, shit.
On weekdays, on weekends a lot less. I'd say that I still get around like 100 to 200 calls on weekends because we're a 24-hour operating like group.
Yeah.
Um but so I'm talking to around 300 fucking people a day, and they ask the same damn questions, and I'm saying the same damn thing for 8 hours a day. And I'm just an operator, so I just transfer people.
Yeah.
That's all I do. So it's like the most mundane work, but it's like there's just like those annoying ass people that think I can do fucking everything. Like, nah, bro, all I can do is fucking transfer your ass. Like that's my job. Like that's all. Can you book this appointment? No, go over there. Like, but they're not gonna book. Yeah, yes, they will. Just go, please. Like, um, or people calling on like outside of office hours and trying to book an appointment. Like, Miss Ma'am, it's fucking like Saturday at 9 p.m. You think I can do this for you? No, call
That's
Monday.
crazy.
Um, so like, yes, an office job is great. You know, I can sit on my ass, do fucking nothing, and get paid more than apparently a Michelin star fucking cook. But like, damn, it's still fucking annoying as shit. But hey, I should not be complaining, you know, like I've been making a little bit of bank, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah, an
feel like
office job is great.
I feel like every job has its like cons.
Oh, oh wait, off.
Yeah.
I've worked customer service like my entire life.
Yeah.
Specifically phone customer service. Like I've
Mhm.
always done phone customer. That's like my entire fucking resume. I worked as like administrative assistants, receptionists, operators, just phone service for IT. Literally, I've just been on the phone for my entire working career. So like I'm used to it now. I'm used to the
Yeah.
dumb bullshit. Blah blah blah. But yes, like it's funny that like no matter the like niche of the job, whether it be IT, whether it be like healthcare or something else. It's the same fucking
Yeah.
dumb fucking people calling it, bro. Swear to God. They all share like a hive mind of thinking that I can solve all their problems in like with one easy call. Like, no, you're just making my life difficult. You're making your own life difficult. But yes, like definitely every job has its faults, but like I've never worked food service. Like I have like stayed away with like a 20 million foot pole from fucking food service. Like
I
even
feel
if
like
I'm so down bad, I would not fucking apply for a food service job.
that's I would say that's like the smartest thing you could ever do because food service is not it.
Like 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 me being an operator in customer service and me being yelled at on the phone is like
Mhm.
still higher than being yelled at in person by people that like are mad at you for no fucking reason because you're just the cashier. Like I'm happier doing this shit than being at McDonald's and some fucker just being like, you fucking fucked up my order. I'd be like, is that my fucking fault? Like I put in the order. It's the fuckers in the back. Why are you yelling at me? Like I would not be able to deal with that. Because like on the phone, you have a mute button. I can just like, "Arr!" But in person, I can't do that shit. I
Yeah.
have to hold myself. Like, I can't. No, I do not have the patience for that shit. Like, I don't want to cook and I don't want to like be on my feet for fucking 12 plus fucking hours a day. Like, I can't. I'm a fucking lazy ass motherfucker. I'd rather sit on my computer and just type every fucking day. But
Yeah.
when you went to your 4 year, what did you go for?
So I went to Cal Poly Pomona.
Okay.
Um, so I started off with business. I think administrator, some shit like
Business
that.
admin, understandably.
Yeah,
Yeah. Lots of people
I
do
did
that.
that for half a semester, and I was like, "Fuck this shit." So I switched over to finance and real estate.
Interesting. Okay.
Cause backstory to that, my older brother went to Cal Poly too, and
Mm.
he was like the president of like all the clubs and stuff, and like
Uh,
he had it like lined up for me, and
okay.
all I had to do was like just follow his footsteps.
Literally just exist.
Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck that, I don't want to do this." So then he helped me out, and he's like, "All right, let's see what else you could do." And then I switched over to urban planning, which is like it's a big switch, but it was kinda cool because
Okay.
yeah, it was pretty cool because it was like I get to do, like I don't know, it was more like community stuff,
Hmm.
and until I realized that I was like, "Alright, it's either Imma be like if I wanna be rich in this industry, Imma be, like, gentrifying the fuck out of everyone, or"
Damn. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, or Imma be working in the government and do nothing and get paid, like, a decent amount and make no change. So I was like, "Fuck that too." So I was like COVID hit, and I was just like, "Alright, Imma leave."
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very different paths. So what? Okay,
Yeah.
if you were to go back to school, would you go back to any of those majors, or are you gonna do another little
I'll be real, I'll probably do something
another
well,
little
good.
split? Okay.
Yeah.
Like what? Like are you like yeah, you from SoCal, but you lived in the Bay for a little bit. You think you're going to, follow in Bay steps and do some Silicon Valley esque
Probably
Marvel esque?
not.
No.
I'll be real, probably not anything with tech. Probably I don't really know yet. I
That's
feel
fine.
like I still wanna do something with food. Consider being a teacher and teaching, like, cooking. I feel like give back to, like, the youth on
Honestly,
my experiences.
that'd be fire. You can do the same thing that your teacher did to you. Like get the fuck out of
Yeah.
community college. Get the fuck out of here. You can do that to other people. Literally, you can just follow that fucking like that train.
Yeah, that would be ideal, but I think maybe I'll get a little bit more experience before I do that.
Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
had a friend that was a teacher, and he was a history teacher in high school, and another one, like a former student of his, which like also was like a friend of mine,
Mhm.
um, ended up being like so smitten with like just seeing this teacher teach and like us being friends with this teacher and like understanding like the background of it and just like seeing that the teacher's just a normal ass fucking person. He's like, I
Mhm.
also love history. I love the way that he taught the class. I want to do that too. And he also became a history teacher. And he graduated with the fucking
Okay.
masters in like whatever the fuck he graduated with from San Jose State, and now he's teaching middle school, I think, for history. And he finished his first year like last year, like a full like teaching year. And
Mhm.
he posted on his story like all of like the thank you gifts of like the students that are like leaving his class and like moving on to the next grade, of saying like how like his class was their favorite, how they love him, blah blah blah. And like it warms my heart knowing that like my teacher, Mr. Trung, was able to influence my friend Joshua into doing this, and now is
Yeah.
making that same impact that Mr. Trung did on him and me. Like I loved, like, because we both had the same teacher, just different grades, but like I loved the way he taught. Like I also would love to be a teacher, but I ain't trying to be broke, you know. So like, I'm not gonna be a teacher. And I also hate kids, so like, you know,
Yeah,
and I
I think
can't,
that's a
I can't deal with high school kids, bro.
yeah.
I was high school once, you know, like I can't deal with that shit, bro. Because if I were to teach, I'll teach elementary school kids because like
They're nice.
they're nice relatively, and
Yeah.
like they're a lot easier to teach because like if they're kind of stupid, like it makes sense. But if you're in high school, it's
Yeah.
like, bitch, you're like 17. Like what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
oh
some
Lord.
kids are, like, 18, and they're still doing the same shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's still people that are fucking 30 and still doing the same shit. Like, I still can't do
Yeah.
math, and I'm turning 24 this year. Okay, so like, I shouldn't be talking, but it's whatever. Um. Oh, this is an interesting question. So like, with already knowing a little bit of your background of like you asking
Yeah.
for a fucking grill for Christmas in high school, because it's really interesting. How like, so your parents are still in SoCal, blah blah. Just with
Yeah.
the assumption that you have a good relationship with your parents. How do your parents
Mhm.
feel about you pursuing cooking as a career? Because we're both
Ooh.
Cantonese, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my I wouldn't say that my parents would despise me going into cooking as a career, but like they did
Mhm.
tell me like I don't really care what you go into. And I was like, okay. And then I went to advertising, and the mom was like, do you like advertising? I'm like, no, you told me to fucking go into something that makes money. She's like, why the fuck are you going to college for something you're not passionate about? And I'm like, cause fuck you want for me? Like you said to me, do something that makes money, but like do whatever you want. Like I'm not forcing you to be a fucking doctor. So like, what do you want? So now I have a fucking 4-year degree in advertising. I don't work in advertising. It's a waste of my fucking 4 years. I'm negative about it. I don't care. Um, and like they would much they have been now pestering me to go into accounting. I'm like, it's a little too late for that. Like I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I've already failed math too many times. I'm not going to fucking accounting. So how do your parents feel? Oh, but better question. How do your parents feel about you like having cooking as your career? And how did they feel about you dropping out so many goddamn times as a fucking
Ooh.
Asian? Like, okay, before that, are your parents immigrants? Like
Yes.
how do your
Yes, my
motherfucking
parents
immigrant ass motherfucking parents like mine? Like, how'd they deal with that shit, bro? Did they beat your ass? Like, you know,
Nah. Um, well, there's a um, shit. Well, growing up, I was, like, always, like, rebellion, like, kind of a rebel type
okay.
a little
Uh-huh.
bit, so my parents kinda gave up on me for a bit.
I feel that.
Um, yeah, but when I went to Cal Poly, like, Cal Poly was, like, 10 minutes away from my house,
Oh,
and my mom was, like, so fucking happy. Like, I could have got accepted to Harvard, and she would've made me go Cal Poly because she's like, "Oh, my son's going to college, and it's a college right there." Like, perfect. Um, so at first they were happy, but when I told them about cooking, um, got a little interesting because I technically didn't drop out because 'cause I'm still, like, enrolled at Cal Poly at the time, and then
okay.
I was just like, "You know what? I'm just taking some classes at community real quick, since it's COVID." And you know
Okay.
how like some Asian parents like they care about your school, but at the same time they're just like don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
But they just yeah. As long as you're like, I'm going to class, they're like, all right, that's good. But
As long as you get that fucking degree, they're like, "I did my work. I did my job." Because you know,
exactly.
yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah. So I went to community at first and then to explore cooking. And there was just like,
Mhm.
it's whatever. Like, he's still at Cal Poly. It's like
Mhm.
it's right there,
He's still a
and
Cal
then
Poly student. Ha ha ha.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then after when I first told them, I'm like, yeah, so I'm thinking about going to culinary school. Like my chef from community is telling me to go. And I think
Mm,
it's like the best option for me.
mm,
And they're like, how much is it? And I'll be real,
mm.
culinary school was fucking expensive.
Was it more expensive than going to Cal Poly?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, way more
disgusting.
expensive. It was like because Cal Poly was roughly like I would say like 3K a semester before like scholarships and stuff,
Wait, that's actually not
roughly.
that bad. Wait, what the fuck? I
It's
thought.
yeah, it's not that bad.
Oh,
Cal Poly is
I thought it was so much worse. I paid 4K
nah.
for San Jose State. This is bullshit. What? Why did I pay more than you asked? What? Okay, now I'm mad, but okay,
Yeah,
continue. What the
yeah.
fuck?
So 3K a semester, that's before like your grants and scholarships and all that
No, I
bullshit.
didn't get that shit, but okay. Uh-huh.
It's okay. I didn't either. I'm just saying it so make it look like I got some.
Did you qualify for FAFSA?
Did I? I think no, because I applied late. I might have fucked up a
Oh,
little bit.
okay, that's on you. I didn't apply because my
Yeah,
fucking mom makes too much money. That's a fucking generational problem, I guess.
yeah. But um, where was I? Yeah, I told them that shit.
It costs
Oh,
hella
pricing.
money. It costs
Yeah,
hella money.
culinary school a semester was around 20 to 30K.
Oh,
Yeah, for a semester. That's like before housing.
oh,
Yeah, yeah. And it
that's
was
like
a
going
bit
to
of a
like
scam.
what? That's like
Yeah,
going to like an Ivy League school.
and all you get is associates once you're done.
Why are you kidding me right now? Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's horrendous. Holy shit. I'm
Yeah,
so
culinary
glad
school
that
is
my
a
friend did not
scam.
do that shit. Oh my god. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Just to cook? That's
So
fucking crazy. Just to fucking cook.
yeah. It was a really big scam because we also realized, like, because part of your tuition is paying for, like, the ingredients and stuff that you cook,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Okay.
But the funniest thing was so if you pay for housing, because it's in fucking Napa, it's in buttfuck nowhere. Like, the closest McDonald's and Target was, like, 45 minutes away. Like, we were in buttfuck nowhere. So
Okay.
so we had to pay for housing, and housing includes, um, food, like a meal plan. You have to pay for the meal plan,
Oh
which is
yeah, well,
fucking
that's like all schools. Yeah, it's fucking so
yeah,
dumb.
but the stupid thing was the food that you're paying like, the ingredients you're paying for your tuition is the
Uh-huh.
food that you're getting from housing. Like, you cook your own food.
Oh.
So, you're paying, like, twice for the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't have like a little like cafeteria that would like pre-made food or something.
No, we are the cafeteria.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go hit
So
the mess hall real quick. I'm gonna go pick up some carrots because I gotta cook something real quick.
Ho honestly, it would be like that because we would have different classes, so
Mhm.
when you don't have class,
Mhm.
like, the other class would cook, and that's how we kind of, like, dictated, like, if you wanted to eat that night or not. It's like we know because we know people from the other classes, and we're like, "Ah, they suck at cooking." We're like, "Alright, I'm not eating tonight." Like, I don't trust that food.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. But back to, your question earlier, how my parents
Uh-huh.
took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't took it well. Like, when I told them that at first, they're like, "It's cool that, like, he's, like, exploring," but then when I
Mm.
was like, "Alright, I'm trying to go to culinary school, and this is the price and everything,"
Y-
they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why do you wanna cook for a living? Like, this isn't it. Don't be stupid." Um, there's a lot of arguing, a lot of yelling. My dad's like, "Why don't you fucking be like a vet or something? Like, find something that pays money." Like, he's like, "I don't fucking care what you do, but don't cook."
Okay, a
Yeah.
very Asian response.
Yeah,
I
and
probably would also beat my kid if they fucking told me that I had to pay fucking $20,000, $30,000 a fucking year for that or semester for that bullshit. Nah.
yeah, but I was so passionate about it. I was like, "You know what? Fuck you guys. Like, if you guys don't believe me, I'll pay for myself." Like, because at that time I was working at
Yeah.
like a part-time job and stuff. I was like, "I got this
My dad
shit."
would
Like,
pay that. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So
Oof.
eventually, like, I got through them because I was like, "I'm gonna do it regardless. Whatever. If you guys don't support me or whatever, I don't give a fuck. I'll make it work."
Damn. Okay.
So that ended up happening. Basically, I ended
Yeah.
up paying for like a majority of my time there.
In peace.
Yeah, kinda feels bad. I lost a lot of money, but it's alright. So,
Eh, all right, sure, okay. Lots of air
yeah.
quotes there.
Yeah, but my parents didn't take it well. My dad didn't take it well until, like, when I would come back home and visit, like, and I'll cook them stuff, they'll be like,
Mm,
"Okay." They're like, "Okay, he could
the
cook a little
fruits of
bit."
his labor. Okay, I don't gotta cook at home
Yeah,
anymore. Okay.
yes. So they were cool with that. My mom was more like one of those Asian moms who kind of wanted to save face. So she's like, "It's fine as long as you
Oh
graduate."
my god, bro!
Yeah,
Fucking Asians and saving face. Oh my fucking god! I swear to fucking god, I
right?
fucking hate that shit. My mom fucking does that 24 fucking. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it so fucking much.
it's so stupid. It's like there's no point. But um, yeah. So she was like, "As long as you graduate culinary school, like it's fine. Like just
And you
finish."
fucking didn't. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did
bro,
it.
you, bro. Oh my god. Bro, I swear to God, you just sound like you hate your parents, not gonna lie.
But I'll be real. It's like it was the smartest thing to do because I
You
got
saved
to
a lot
where
more money.
yeah, I saved a lot of money and I got to where I was gonna end up if I finished culinary school. Like,
Yeah.
if anything, I got further because I spent a whole year extra in working than just
Mm-hmm.
doing bullshit at school.
True.
Yeah. So, I saved them a lot of money. It was funny, I went to my friend's graduation because I had friends that stayed and finished,
Okay.
and my mom was like, "Hey, just put on your chef whites and take a picture and say you graduated too."
Yeah, honestly, did you though?
Nah, I was like,
Oh,
"Fuck that," like,
why not? Let your mom flex, bro. What the fuck?
but but for me, I was like, I didn't graduate because I felt like at the time, I was like, I feel dumb if I was to like say I graduated from there because I see all the people that were in my class who were like, I don't want to talk shit, but they were completely shit. Like they were so bad. Like they didn't know they didn't know how to cut anything. They didn't know what a mint leaf was. Like it was crazy. Like there's
Isn't
some
that what you
people
learn
who
in culinary school? I'm so confused, bro. What the fuck?
kind of. I feel like culinary school. It's like everyone passes. Like it's very hard to fail
I mean, with
because
how
they
much
just
fucking money you're spending, I dear God, hope you pass. Shit, damn.
yeah, but you'll be surprised. Like, there's some kids who are, like, just, like, super well off. Like, I would
Okay.
say a lot of the kids, it's kind of like they're going to, like, daycare. It's like their family are just,
Oh.
like, loaded, and they're like, "He likes to cook, let's throw him here. At least he's doing something with his life."
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. At least
So
I know
so
what a
that's
mint
why
leaf is. What the fuck?
right? So that's why I decided to leave because I was like,
Okay.
"I don't wanna" like, I'm learning more outside of here. They're
Mhm.
taking all my fucking money, and I'm, like, the same as these people, like no
Okay.
disrespect to them, but it's like they didn't care about it like how I cared about it.
Mm. Okay.
So I was just like, I'll figure it out on my own.
Well, yeah, like experience is always gonna like trump like a degree. Like the
Yeah.
chef said at the Michelin star, like if you came in with a degree or if you come in with like years of experience, they're gonna pick the person with years of experience than like, you know, like a fucking degree from Napa or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, I understand now. Okay. So like you putting on that chef and pretending to graduate, it's more like downgrading than upgrading.
And yeah, for my opinion. Like for my
Okay.
mom it would be flexing, but
Yeah.
for me I'm like it doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's your birth order? You mentioned that you had an older brother. What's your birth order?
I just have an older brother
Oh, so
and
you're the
and
youngest.
that's me. I am the
Okay.
youngest. Yeah.
Mm.
I'd say
Boo.
what
Boo.
are you the youngest?
I'm the oldest motherfucker. What you talking about? I just look the youngest.
Nah. You're like the first trial. Like
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying boo to your ass. Fuck you talking about, okay? You be living all like you can drop out of school 3 times and your fucking parents still love you. The fuck? I drop out once, I'll be kicked out. Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, hello? That's why I'm booing your ass.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You'll never understand the hardships I went through. Okay?
Hey,
Being the
being the
trial
youngest
child is crazy, bro. Okay?
hey, being the youngest is hard too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have expectations to live up to, but you can like high key get away with so much more. And also you're a boy living with immigrant parents. Fuck you. I am the firstborn and a female. Do you know how bottom of the barrel I am? Like, what do you mean?
That's fair. That's fair. I apologize.
I have lived through hell. Like, yes, the only positive is I still live under my parents' roof, but I'm moving out this year. But like, that's the only positive I've gotten so far. Okay, like the
Yeah,
thing
that's
is,
fair.
like,
And
my
you made
brother
it
can
this
live
far.
here. Yes, my brother can live here till he's like 35, and my parents will be completely fine with it. Okay, I have to leave. I have to leave soon. You know, like as soon as I hit 25, they're like, "Why are you still here?" You know, it's very, very
Yeah,
different. Okay. Do you know a lot of Cantonese?
I do. I could speak. I'm fluent.
Oh,
I'll be real.
must be nice. I'm like
Hmm?
partially fluent. I'm like beginner level fluent.
You're beginner level.
Yeah, my
If
boyfriend
you
was
don't
telling me
mind me
all the
asking,
time about it.
if you don't mind me asking, what's your like ethnicity?
I'm Vietnamese Chinese. Well, Chinese
Okay.
Vietnamese specifically. So like my like I did 23andMe and everything, and like I know like parts of my my lineage, like all my grandpa's like all of my family's like headstones. Like we have like Guangdong like etched into it,
Okay.
like and everything. Because like that's where like our bloodline's from. But I'm
Yeah.
100% Chinese per 23andMe. But
Okay.
my okay, so this okay, where does the Vietnamese come from? Okay, like it's fucking confusing, but it's not. I swear to God, people just make it more confusing than it is. Bloodline, Guangdong, right? Oh
Okay.
no, communism. Let's go to Vietnam. Move to Vietnam. Oh no,
More communism.
communism. Let's move to America. So it's not that hard to comprehend. But my parents are born in Vietnam. My grandparents are born in Vietnam. I don't know if their like parents were born in Vietnam, but all I do know is like the last 2 generations before me were born in Vietnam. But
Mhm.
bloodline all in Guangdong, and just somehow we kept the bloodline pure and just kept fucking the same fucking Cantonese people that were living in Vietnam or some shit. And now, poof, I'm 100% Chinese living in America. I'm an ABC, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm Chinese Vietnamese, as in culturally, I am both
Mhm.
because I was raised speaking Vietnamese and Cantonese, eating both
Okay.
foods, practicing both traditions. Um, but bloodline wise, I am Chinese. How my parents want me to identify is Chinese.
Yeah.
Or you're not Chinese, you're not Vietnamese, you're American. Fuck you. The fuck? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Some people say that I should not say that I'm Vietnamese because I don't have any like Vietnamese blood. But like my response is like my grandparents and my parents lived through the war. My
Yeah.
dad was a refugee on a boat for a year and a half. Are you just gonna throw that away? Am I not
Yeah.
Vietnamese enough? Is my dad not Vietnamese enough? My parents call Vietnam their home, you know? Like, am I gonna
Yeah.
throw that away? Nah, fuck your ass, you know? So I'm Chinese Vietnamese. I am not fluent in Vietnamese. I am not fluent in Cantonese. I have like beginner level understanding, or like sorry, I have below beginner understanding of Vietnamese, and I have about a beginner understanding of Cantonese. But I do try my best to speak Cantonese to my parents like every chance possible for me to not
Mm.
forget. But I do forget like a lot of words. Like, how do you say door?
Door.
Moon. Moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Samoon, yes, door.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I have to like really think about it to like really remember sometimes. And
Mhm.
it's so trashy though. Because my boyfriend be making fun of me all the fucking time about that shit. And it's so fucking annoying because he's completely fluent in Spanish. And then like I made a joke saying like, you wanna learn Cantonese from me? He's like, what? And be more fluent than you? I'm like, why are you fucking attacking me right now? I don't fucking understand what the fuck's going on. So yeah. But it must be
Yeah.
nice. My brother knows fucking nothing.
Uh, I try to practice whenever I can because I feel like I'm starting to lose it a bit. But yeah, I feel like being away
I
from home gets a little
yeah.
difficult.
Oh, 100%. I feel like I would so fucking lose it as soon as I move out. Cause like I talk to my parents and like my brother as much as possible. Like my brother is literally Sick tang, sick gong, fucking motherfucker. Okay? That's literally his ass. But he can't even say sick tang, sick gong. He can't even say that. But he is a fucking, he's an Ostabo
That
kid. Okay? It's so fucking bad. Um,
that's crazy.
and like, we literally speak Cantonese to him, like, as much as possible. My parents speak Cantonese to him as much as possible. He
Yeah.
like understands like pussy baby little amounts of shit. And
Yeah.
like I can speak to him and he'll understand. I'll be like, okay, like hui la yeah bing all like and he'll go get shit for me, you know, shit like that. But
Yeah.
like if I say something like a little bit, he's like, I understood like half that sentence. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
That's
Um
how does he communicate with your parents then?
oh no, they're like they speak English, you know,
Uh,
like so
okay.
like my dad immigrated here when he was 15. My mom immigrated here when she was 20. My dad got a business degree. Like yes, like he's been in America for long enough. My
Yeah.
mom still has broken English, but like it's not like extremely broken as if she got here. So like
Yeah.
yes, like our family speaks English, but I try my best to speak in Cantonese as much as possible. But then I
Yeah.
do a lot of Chinglish, you know? I literally was on the
Yeah.
phone with my dad like 2 days ago talking about my car, and I don't know how the fuck to say stoplight or alternator in fucking Cantonese because I didn't fucking learn that shit. Because who the fuck teaches that? But I'm just like, oh, and then just die, and then like I'm like, I was at a stoplight and my alternator is a problem. Go wait, O'Reilly, and like, like I don't fucking know how to say these things. Like I can say Walmart in an Asian ass accent, but like that's it, you know? Like the
Yeah.
fuck? So yeah, so it must be nice to be like fluent. Like I order in Cantonese sometimes at restaurants, and then like
Oh,
there's one time
I'll be
I
real,
was
I
ordering,
don't.
dude. Okay, like I was trying to flex. Okay, okay. I was just trying to flex. I was ordering Cantonese. Like, oh, okay. 一個燒賣，一個蝦餃，呢個呢個添。and then he like asked me, oh, let's talk, or and I'm like. And he just kept speaking. I'm like, I disagreed when he gave me two options. He's like, and he like asked me like one of the options, like, and like the fucking steamed fish came out, like however the steamed fish came out, I don't fucking know, but like it tasted good, like that's all that fucking matters. But like I was like, shit, I really am stupid. Oh my god. Like, what the
That's
fuck?
crazy. See, I don't I try not to because I don't know. Like from my experiences, I can't tell if they know Kanto or they don't sometimes. I
Okay.
don't know. Like I get scared. I'm like, oh shit, what if they start saying shit and I don't understand? And then I'm in a
Well,
whole
I
different
mean,
world now.
that's true, but like you know, you can always like ask, like, "Oh, do you speak Cantonese?" Or like, "Lấy講廣話," or like, "Lấy識講." Oh, "Lấy識講廣話冇?" And then they were like, "Oh, 我識講啊," and then they start speaking really fast, and then you lose yourself.
Yeah. I understand though. I've been through there. That's crazy.
Nice. So, like, where are your parents from?
My dad is from Vietnam, and then
Hey,
my
nice.
mom is from Malaysia.
Huh?
Yeah.
Now I'm confused.
What?
Where
Yeah,
the fuck
I'm
does the Cantonese come from? Is your dad
so
like my family?
kind of, I would say, yeah. Like somewhere down the fucking line, they're they're like my family's like your family, or at least my dad's side, where it's like they're from fucking China, but fuck somewhere. I don't fucking know where.
You don't
And
know
then
where?
I don't fucking
Boo.
know. And then they
I don't
ended up in
fucking
Vietnam,
okay.
and then they were in Vietnam, and then the war happened, and they showed up.
So did like your parents meet in Vietnam?
No, they met here because
Oh.
my mom's also Canto, but it's basically like it's basically like our parents at Vietnam, but instead of going to Vietnam, her parents went to Malaysia.
Interesting.
Yeah, like
That is
way
so
back,
interesting.
way back. I don't know how far back, but
Yeah,
somewhere.
I also don't know.
Yeah, and
I
then they
didn't
both came to America,
and they
and
somehow
then
met
yeah, they
and
met
they kept
here.
the Cantonese bloodline pure. Isn't
I
that fucking crazy?
yeah, yeah. Somehow it worked out. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy.
That is fucking crazy. So then do you know any Vietnamese? Or like did your dad just like give up on like teaching Vietnamese? Because that's what my parents did. They wanted me to learn Cantonese.
Yeah, my parents wanted me to learn Cantonese. For some reason, my dad was like, "Nah, I don't want you to learn Vietnamese." he was kind of like, it's whatever, it's not important.
Yeah,
And
my
then
mom fucking said that shit too, because she said like Cantonese is like, you know, like so many more people know Vietnamese, like people don't know Cantonese that much. I want you to learn Cantonese. But
mm,
apparently, I could speak fluently Cantonese and Vietnamese when I was un bébé,
yeah,
and now
but
I don't know how to say go. You know, sometimes.
yeah, no, I feel that. But
Like, how do you say
yeah,
bed? How do you say Monday? Like, you know, like I have to ask my dad. I'm like, yes. Like, I fucking forgot to say sunglasses or like glasses. I was like, I know it's ngan something, but I don't fucking
yeah.
know what the fuck it is.
It's just ngan gang. It's
Yes,
like,
ngan gang.
yeah, yeah, eyeglass. Yeah.
It's interesting though. I don't know that many Cantonese people. Because like obviously in this area it's majority Vietnamese people.
Yeah.
But literally the only Cantonese people that I knew were one of my ex-boyfriends and his friends.
Really?
That was it. And the thing is, the only reason why they were Cantonese is because they're all from Hong Kong and they immigrated here after high
Uh,
school. I went to college here.
that
So,
makes sense.
like
But
that's
th
it.
that's
And
crazy
family.
because I have some friends, like, I have a friend, he's Cambodian, but he understands Canto.
Interesting. Okay, I
Yeah, he's
lied. I
part
have
Canto
one other
side.
friend that's Canto, and
Yeah.
I don't remember where he's from, but no, he like can speak that shit fluently, and I try my best to speak to him in Cantonese as much as possible. What pissed me off though was I was trying to practice my Cantonese with like my ex that was Canto, and
Mhm.
he would respond to me in English. That shit pissed me off. I was like, I'm not learning fucking goddamn shit. Like, what?
I'm dead. That's
It was like speaking
crazy.
to my fucking brother, bro. Like, what the fuck? I can do this shit at home. Like, why am I here? Like, it was so fucking. I swear to God.
Yeah.
But it is fucking cool to always meet somebody new that's Cantonese because it's like, wow, we exist.
Mhm. We
Because
do.
I'm literally surrounded by Vietnamese people. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Apparently, Vietnamese and Filipino people, and like now like Mexicans. So it's like it's just all these like
Other races.
tropical Asians and Latins. Apparently,
Yeah.
so no Cantonese people. And it's funny because I literally met my Cantonese friend on Hinge as a friend, and like
Holy shit.
because he like literally lived like 4 minutes away from me, and we like clicked and became friends instantly.
See,
And
we're
like,
out there.
yeah, but like you're not actually here, bro. You're literally a SoCal motherfucker. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're not actually here. I'm talking about base in the Bay, Cantonese people. It's just Vietnamese people and Indians everywhere. That's
That
how we got here.
that is true. There is a lot.
That's what I'm fucking saying. That's
Yeah.
fucking very interesting. But fuck you for your birth order. That's all I'm fucking saying. But it's very interesting that your parents are very similar to mine, but like not at the same time. And also fuck
Yeah.
you for being fluent in Canton.
It's not my fault.
I have this unposted podcast where
Mhm.
I went through over like 50 plus Hinge likes with
Oh
my friend
shit.
Curtis, which is my friend that's the Cantonese friend. It was really
Yeah.
funny because if I noticed that like they have Cantonese in their thing, like he and I like swiped on them. And
Yeah.
there's this one guy that we swiped because we were trolling everybody because like I didn't really give a
Yeah.
fuck, you know, like, whatever. So I was just like, we were just trolling these fuckers. It's just like fucking like dude. And we were just like, hey yo, like, are you sure you can speak Cantonese? Because he did not look Asian at all.
Mhm.
So we were testing his ass, you know? And then he's like, yeah, no, I can speak Cantonese, you know, like I went to I lived in Hong Kong or some fucking shit that he like learned it like firsthand experience. And then and he's like, I can prove it to you. I'll send you a voice memo. We're like, okay. And he sends a voice memo of like, and it was just like a short, like really, really short, just a few words in Cantonese. It's like, okay. And then
Yeah.
we're like, I mean, like, I need more. Like, you know, not we. I need
Yeah.
more. And he sends this like minute long voice memo. And then Curtis
Mhm.
starts laughing his ass off. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, why does he sound so weird? Found out that he was speaking in the written way of Cantonese and not the speaking way of Cantonese. So
Oh,
it
what?
sounds completely different, and it like is like closer to how like Mandarin would be spoken, but obviously with
Uh-huh.
the Cantonese pronunciations, with like
Yeah.
the grammar and all these things. And
Mhm.
then without me responding to him, best part, he goes, "Let me sing for you."
That's crazy.
And he fucking sends me like a 20-30 second clip of him singing in Cantonese. And I don't know this song, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he sends another one, and this one's like 20 seconds, and it's a fucking Cantonese song that my mama fucks with, that she be playing in the kitchen when she's cooking. Like, it's an oldie ass fucking Cantonese song that like every Cantonese kid would know. And I started laughing my ass off because he was just singing that shit, and that shit got stuck in my fucking head for a week. Like, I don't know if I like still have it for me to pull it up,
Mhm.
but that's like one of the few other Cantonese experiences that I've experienced. But like, that's kind of it. It's just a fucking dude singing a fucking Cantonese oldie to me. Like, uh um
That's wild.
I can't think of it right now. But
Mhm.
oh my god, if I find it, I'll send it to you. But like, fucking it.
That's wild. What the fuck?
But I have it on like a screen recording it, but it's like fucking like 3 hours long because like we were bullying, like verbally, like judging every single person's profile. And like I would swipe left so fast and Curtis would yell at me and be like, "Why are you judging them?" But then like motherfucker literally saw a dude and pulled up the fucking Megamind fucker and like saying like, "Doesn't he look like Megamind?" And I'm like, "You just judged
Oh
me for
shit.
judging fuckers, and you're out here fucking judging these motherfuckers with a photo." And like he also saw like another one like looked like a fucking Pokemon, and he was doing so much worse than
That's
I was. I swear to God.
crazy.
I was like, "Oh no, he doesn't. You know, he's ugly," or like, "Oh, but you got a big ass forehead." Normal fucking shit. No, he's like, he looks like a fucking skunk tank from fucking Pokemon. I'm like, that's really oddly specific. Another guy looks like Vector from Despicable Me, and
Oh, shit.
we made him do a Vector impression, and he actually sounded like Vector.
That's crazy. What the? Holy shit.
Bro, fun times. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking edit that shit, but that's like a 3 hour long fucking podcast. So I'm just gonna post on here and just be like, have fun with this information.
Just drop it. Here you
Yeah,
go.
just drop it. Like I literally have the screen recording and everything. My phone almost died. Like it was hilarious though. It was good. But we've reached the end of the podcast. I feel like we did go over a good amount of topics in regards to you, learning more about you, and also relating as Cantonese first gen Americans with immigrant parents.
Yeah.
As kind of like a send off. Like, how would you
Mhm.
feel your first podcast is? Like I told you before the podcast even started, it's literally just us talking, and like it's
Yeah.
just the only difference is that it's recorded. Like that's like the literally, and yeah, like you don't really ask as many questions to a person, but like
Mhm.
you still would at the same time. Like I asked like
Yeah.
genuine questions that like popped up in my head, things like that, related. Like it's a normalized conversation. Not
Yeah.
all podcasts are like this, but most podcasts are. So
Mhm.
how you feel?
I-
How you feel?
I'll be real. It felt pretty good. Like I feel like time went by hella quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, the
I
sun's
I
fucking
s-
gone.
yeah. I
It's
was like,
fucking
holy
dark as
shit.
shit in my room now.
Yeah. Um. I mean, I'll be real. I feel like I would probably be down for like to either be on your podcast again or another podcast. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's pretty cool. Like, good experience. I had fun. It's just talking
That's
shit,
good.
basically. It's
Well,
like it's not
yeah.
that deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like
It
at the
literally
beginning
isn't
I
that
was a
deep.
little more nervous, but now it's just like, oh, it's whatever. It's like,
It
yeah, that's
literally
just talking
is.
shit.
Yeah, it literally is. My podcast is just the most whatever bullshit. We're just sitting here talking as if like, like those fucking random ass fuckers that you become friends with after like 2 matches of Valorant, and like you guys stay on Discord call together and you guys just talk for the rest of the night. That's literally what this is. It's,
Yeah,
like it's just the same thing. It's just you're on call with a friend from high school. You're bored. You have insomnia. You're just talking shit like that. That's my podcast.
yeah.
Usually I always forget, but I usually like to crack a beer sometimes. I have a beer, but it's warm, so that's why I did not drink it. But I would love for you to be on another episode. We did previously talk about like doing other topics and stuff like that.
Mm,
Like after your first episode, see where you're at and
yeah.
stuff. We can probably do like a whole fucking episode about being Cantonese.
In- yeah. honestly, that would probably be a good topic, I feel like.
I did make a joke with Curtis about how we should do an entire episode, or like doing an entire episode, speaking in Chinglish.
Oh,
Um,
shit.
but like the problem is I don't want to translate that
Yeah, that's a
because
lot of
that would be
translating.
fucking hell. An hour's worth of Chinglish? Hell nah. And like, what if I don't fucking know a word? Like, shit. If we do a Chinglish episode, I'm gonna have you and Curtis do that shit. Like, I'm just gonna be here and speak. Y'all do the translating for me. Maybe I'll have him hop on and we three can do like a Cantonese, like immigrant child, some Chinglish involved kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would be super fun. And so we can broaden our Cantonese circle.
Yeah, I'll be down for that. That'd
Gotta
be
band the
helpful.
Cantonese together.
Yeah. The good no one's gonna understand what the fuck we're saying.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna get like the worst fucking views. It's like, this is not the language that I signed up for. They're gonna hear like podcast. The word podcast are just like
It's like half of it is gonna be in English, and then the other half is like Chinglish.
yes. It's just like, yeah, like on Instagram. Oh, I mean like on Ngakatiwa on Instagram. Like, and you gotta elongate it or some shit. Yeah, no, that'll be fun. But I had fun. I learned a lot, and like with the comparisons to like my best friend's kind of like experience, it is interesting to kind of see like how his life could have been, but also like seeing how similar it would have been even if he had to like gone through that. Like if he were to have done that in college instead of in high school, it would have followed like relatively the same path anyways. So that's super interesting. I did learn a lot more and how shitty culinary school is.
Yeah, it's pretty shit.
Feels bad. Rest in pieces. Rest in pepperonis, you know?
Yeah.
But you're here now. You're alive. You love cooking. You're gonna go back to SoCal. Shitty ass SoCal.
Nah, weather's great. Fuck Bay weather.
Shitty ass fucking SoCal, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, you could go to the beach anytime. What beaches you guys got? Exactly.
Ocean Beach in San Francisco.
Ugh,
It's gonna be cold, but like it's still a beach. The fuck?
I guess that place is. I don't really like Ocean Beach like that.
Oh no, yeah, it's ass.
Yeah, it's a little grimy.
I didn't say any of our beaches here are good. You just said you just said we have beaches. You can go at any time. We can also go at any time. You didn't specify the variables here. Okay.
All right, you're right. We have nice beaches.
Thank you. Relatively nice beaches. Sure, you know. Like it's a lot worse over there because of the tourists, but you know. Whatever you say. Shitty ass LA, shitty ass SoCal. That's an inside joke, but nah, bro. But yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on my podcast. I appreciate you taking the time, even though we both low-key forgot. But you know, it's fine.
Yeah. But we remembered.
We remembered. We did it. We finished. Yeah. Time went by. Went through all my questions. Had a good conversation. But I'm glad you enjoyed. You know, I popped a little cherry and shit for podcasting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a great time.
Reaction. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I had a fantastic time, you know.
Wow.
I appreciate you having me on.
That's
because
good.
I wouldn't have been on a podcast if you didn't have me on. So
that is also true.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to plug?
Well, shit, I ain't got nothing yet. I was just going through it. I mean, if people want to sell me, then go for it. But
no, cut that shit out. No, sell me. Don't sell this motherfucker. Sell me.
Nah, I'm broke. She gets paid more than me.
Fuck you, right? Okay, Mr. fucking $24 an hour. But okay. Thank you guys so much for listening or watching. If you guys are watching on YouTube. Don't forget to check out all my socials at Teaonalamb or right there. If you guys want to see, I keep forgetting which side. If you guys want to see Martin again on the podcast, definitely let me know. And if no one's listening, he might be on here again because Cantonese jokes are funny. Yes. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever time it is for you guys. And we'll see you guys next time. You're not gonna say bye?
Bye. Goodbye. I don't know what to do. Goodbye, everyone. It's nice talking to y'all.